Hey scrappers, Moose here. This video is going to be about wire strippers. Most scrappers know that the most of their money is going to come from copper, and a good chunk of copper can come from copper wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the different types of wire strippers that are out there, what they're typically used for, some price ranges, and etc. So we start off, you have a few different types of wire strippers. You have the hand-powered wire strippers. C-Tech I think has one that is just basically a razor blade and a little grip that you squeeze and you pull the wire through. It's pretty cheap. They work well for about a day, then they're crap. Then you have wire strippers that are, it's like a rolling pin where you have two metal rollers that kind of touch each other. A wire goes between them as they roll, and it's like presses them and crushes the insulation on the wire, causing it to just rip off. And it works better with solid core copper wires, not so great with braided wire. It's better for larger wires as well. We have wire strippers. So you have the rolling kind, you have the handheld, you have the razor type. Those are wire strippers like TNT Tooling has quite a few that operate on a single blade kind of process. They have like their WSA wire stripper where you have some little blades in these holes. You slide the wire through, you pull, and that blade slices through the insulation, and you can just peel off the insulation later. Then they have larger tools, larger strippers from TNT Tooling as well. They have the WSX, which is one of my favorites. It has again a blade with different. You can vary the width and size of the wire greatly with this one, and you just attach a cordless drill to it, and it pulls it through automatically. Alright, so another wire stripper that's out there is from Rbf products, and it's a really high quality, very simple to use wire stripper. The one thing that I like about this is it runs off of standard utility knife blades, so they're cheap to replace. It's also a very easy wire stripper to use. Let me show you how it works down here. Alright, so here it is. So basically you have a blade here. This wheel has some grip on the inside where you run your wire through, and you just pull the wire through, and it slices, the blade slices right through the insulation. Now you have this knob here, which is probably the easiest. This wire stripper probably has the easiest adjustment for wire size on the market that I've seen. The TNT Tooling ones are great as well, but the adjustments are very tiny, and you need an Allen wrench. With this, it's a knob that you can just turn with your hands. You don't know other tools are needed. Alright, so the wire stripper from Rbf products, that's going to be great for power cords. It's marketed for power cords, like from computer towers, that kind of thing, where it's like a thick wire that has 3 smaller wires in it, where you can actually take off the outer insulation fairly quickly and easily, and then you can just adjust it simply and get those smaller wires through. It works great for braided wire. So it's a really great product. Check it out. I'm going to put a link in my video description to their site, so you want to check that out. And then you have TNT Tooling, where they have the WSA wire stripper. Now, the WSA, this is the first wire stripper that I had, the first expensive wire stripper. This one is great for both solid and stranded. It's easiest. It's easier to use if you put it in a vise and then pull a wire through, but you don't necessarily need one. I can sit in front of the TV with this thing and just strip wire for an hour without using a vise. The WSX This one as well can be used for solid or braided. Size range is it's probably got the best range for wire. I don't know if you can see a little slit right there, but that's probably 2 millimeters is like the minimum. And with this one, there's no actual measurement on it, I don't think, but it gets down quite small. Whereas with the Rbf wire strippers, you can get down, I think, a lot smaller. So there you have it. Those are the basic types of wire strippers out there. Now, the big thing that holds a lot of people back from buying these is the price. They're not cheap. You know, you get what you pay for. You know, you can get one of those little C-Tech things that's, you know, $10 and it's dead in a day. But with these, the TNT tooling products, I've had these for years and they're still going strong. You know, they're very simple in their design, but they're made very durable as well, so they last a long time. They keep getting the job done the same day after day after day. The Rbf wire stripper is fairly new. Unfortunately, one of the things about being new on the block is that you still have all this production, research and development, and all these other costs that tend to make the item a little bit more pricey. But the amount of wire you can strip with that in a day, that increased amount makes it worth it. The Rbf wire stripper, I believe, is about $150, which is, you know, kind of fair market. The WSX is, I believe, over $200. The WSA ranges in price from $69 to $80. So, and they have, you know, wire strippers that are several $1,000s, especially the larger milling type, where they have the big pins that just squeeze the wire through, no blades involved. So those are pretty much your options. And there's also, you know, Old Faithful here. You know, I used this for a long time before I, you know, went out and got one of these. So it'll get the job done. You might want to buy a box of Band-Aids or two, especially when you're cutting, you know, braided wire, because of those little braids, those little thin wires get cut and end up jamming into your fingers. So it's, yeah, not exactly pleasant, but it works. So, and it also takes a lot longer with one of these things. I do have some videos on how to use a pocket knife to scrap wire. There are some ways to do it where it's somewhat easy, but nowhere near as easy as using one of these tools. So there you have it. There's the truth about these wire strippers. Some of them, yes, they are expensive. Are they worth it? Yes. Especially if you have a lot of wire that you're going to go through, or if your time is very precious to you. You know, right now, copper, let's say copper is at $2.20 a pound. So, you know, 10 pounds is $22. So 30 pounds, and you've paid for this. And I don't know how much wire you go through, but for me it's about a week. So after a week, this is paid for, and sweet. You know, now the rest of it is just more money that I can make faster than I could before. So that's it. If you have any questions, if there's anything I missed, if there's any wire strippers that you know of that I didn't mention, types or brands or anything like that, just leave a comment down here. Make sure you subscribe. I'm having a 10,000 sub giveaway where I'm going to be giving away 3 of these wire strippers. Alright, so you have to be a subscriber. 3 subscribers will be chosen at random as soon as I hit 10,000 subs. And make sure you check out these companies in the video description. You know, there's going to be Rbf products as well as TNT tooling. Those 2 companies are by far the best products that I've seen, and I've tried many of them. Alright, so thanks for watching. See you on the next one.